Coco! Coco! Hoot! Hoot hoot! Nobody over here but us owls. Hoot! Hoot hoot! I'm an owl exterminator. Yeah. Arg. Okay. Derpy derpy derp. Herby derp 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 derp. Hoot. Hoot hoot. Hoot. Mm-hmm. Oh no, it does take damage when you pick it up. So I can only make one of those. So I can really only make one of each. I can only make one total, like. Because you need 2 blueberries for each either wood or an ore tea. Yeah, not only do I not want to go mining or farming, wood farming, I kind of just want to go out and try to find somebody to kill. Except, there's like nobody on the server. I mean, I guess go find somebody to raid. Just for the sake of raiding somebody, I guess, like. Then should I bother setting up a raid base? How much is a turret from the outhouse? It's 400 scrap. I think I'm gonna try to get a turret back here. So I gotta farm scrap. It should be getting to be about daytime. Yeah. I don't think that I have the blocker up now. Okay. Yeah, they haven't touched their horse. Which maintaining a horse is really not that hard. You make a basic 1x1 with a double door on it. And freaking there you go, like. waste 2 C4 on a 2x1, get nothing out of it. I am a raider. I mean, I'm not against offlining people. I mean, I'm a solo, like, what else am I gonna do? Like, try to fight off 6 people? Like, kinda not reasonable to do that. And I would love to make a berry farm. Make a bunch of pump stations and everything, and I mean, in this case, I would either have to go over to the water, but everything that's ever been built over by the water has gotten destroyed. This entire wipe, which, I mean, that happens like every wipe. Somebody puts the effort in to build a berry farm. Some person even tried to make a shop. Destructo. Somebody destroys all of that work that person put in, and they get like maybe 1 ORT. And it's like, I'm success. Like, I have successfully destroyed this person's stuff, whereas otherwise I could have just bought ORT or bought T's for them. Like, we're taking it over. But see, you don't want to take it over because some other dupe is gonna doofus their way in and destroy it. Like, and this server was almost full when I started. And I saw a post about this saying the same exact thing as, like, you get these people that get in there and destroy everybody's stuff and then say, this server is dead. Stupid server. I was like, well, you blew everybody up. What do you expect? But that's not the bad part. The bad part is they're complaining about there being no PvP. Where's PvP at? Where's the PvP at? Well, there's no people. Because you raided them all. Well, that's just the game. No, it's not. Like, I mean, if I was determined enough, I could go out and farm all of the sulfur that I needed to get all of the rockets that I needed to just blow out the base of this person's house. Or their house. The advantage that I have here is that I know that unless they moved their tool cabinet, they started with like a 2x2 that they tried to turn into one of those unraidable bases with like a bunch of like crap in it, like a bunch of semi-glitch buildy stuff. But the funny part is I enjoy this. It makes you feel like I'm getting away with something. I think the most flattered that I've ever felt was probably on the first hardcore wipe. Some person like said in chat they were complaining about not being able to get scrap or this thing or the other thing, and like some person said, why don't you just go to the junkyard? I think it might have been me that said, why don't you just go to the junkyard? And I wasn't being any kind of way about it. Like, I meant it, like, junkyard is great. And what they said was like, there's always some dude there. He's like lives there. He's always camping it. And like, I'm not camping the junkyard, and I don't live at the junkyard. I just freaking, I'm usually here trying to use the junkyard. Like, it doesn't mean I'm camping the junkyard. But then they kind of made hardcore not playable for solos, in my opinion. Like, they just made the scrap cost way too high to where, like, you kind of had to have a group of people farming scrap to get enough scrap to get any BPs. Which, I mean, that kind of shifts the mode over to probably, I guess, what it should be based on groups, because I mean, playing solo is stupid. I mean, that's all I play, but I mean, playing solo is stupid. I mean, you're just at such a huge disadvantage compared to, like, a group of people with guns. Like, so much so that it's almost always smarter to only go out in a freaking grub kit. Or a hazmat kit, like I do all the time. Alright, so I think what I'm gonna do is stupidly take my 400 scrap here and go buy an auto turret from the outhouse using one of my cars. Draw as much attention to myself as possible and then wonder why I got killed. How could this happen? It was truly unforeseeable that this would have happened. Oh, I still got fuel out there. I'm gonna put about... See, I don't want to waste it. I don't want to, like... I don't want to have excess fuel in my freaking crap there, but, like, my car... Why did I do that? And then if I don't fix the car before I go and it gets shot and blown up, like... Yeah, I left the excess fuel for this thing and this thing. And I could be wrong, and the pages I read could be wrong or outdated. But it did say that... It did say that if you have a code lock on your car, then people can't get into the engine, and people can't drive it, obviously, and people can't take the fuel out of the back, because I was worried about that. Like, you drive a car up to the freaking the outhouse and freaking you know, not only are nakeds gonna stand behind it, but they'll just grab the fuel out of the back. It's relatively not beat up. I'm gonna be able to get in? Yeah. Don't think I have the switch seat button though. Excellent. as discreet as humanly possible. Oh, good. Road scientists. Power thing. Another road scientist. Yeah, my car might get destroyed. And I did say that before, is like, I should have just taken the time to fix it. I think this is a road for the outhouse up here. So long as I don't shoot anybody or run anybody over, I should be good. I don't know if hitting another car means that you're I don't know if hitting another car means that you're, does this one sell turrets? Derpy derpy derp, derpy derp 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 derp. Hopefully nobody knows my car out here. Just get completely lit up by the freaking sentries. Which way do I go? This way. Like a glove. Do a barrel roll. The nice part about this is, so long as nobody has an attack helicopter or a minicopter, they usually can't react fast enough to shoot the car in the time that it would take to shoot the car. Like, And I'm pretty sure explosive bullets are the thing that really do damage to vehicles. But I could be wrong about that. Because regular bullets do damage to vehicles, like... I think I went the right way, like... A bunch of road scientists. Yep. I went the right way. Another road scientist. Oh, that's so irritating. Put you away later. So now, I'm Zoidberg, turret owner. Which I should probably make a Tommy for that. So it's springs, metal, and some high quality, I think, to make a Tommy gun. I think. It's a custom. And I know Tommy too, like... Oh, wood too. Zoidberg, Thompson owner. So that's gonna be for my turret. That's the thing I don't think that I know is trapdoors. Are they hatches? Is that what they're called? Yeah. So workbench level 2. Go put my car away. Like a glove. Yeah, they're all the way down here. So I would need what, 275 for each of them? 75, so that's 150. So I need like what, 300 scrap total? Because knowing both of them would be nice. Oh, there's the locker. But yeah, I gotta use the bathroom. Because I'm old. But I will be right back. I'm back. Okay, so yeah, I gotta go farm more scrap. I'm muted, am I? I mean, with there being so few people on, which that's about to change because I've noticed that there's like there's two peaks for this server, and there's two downtimes, you know, like population wise, and I'm kind of in between one of them. And the thing that I kind of want to do is thinking about going down to the sulfur quarry, provided somebody hasn't managed to wall it off or something. Taking my beat up car and going on a, and I don't know if there's messages that show up for the server for that, like there is for the excavator or not. But just on the off chance that I get lucky enough to, oops, I hit the R key. Just on the off chance that I happen to get lucky enough to do a trip and not get seen and make it all the way back to the base, I should then have enough sulfur to make X amount of rockets. Which, then there's that, is I could probably just head over to the snow too, because one of my bases is relatively close to the snow. Get like an ore tee and a good hatchet, which I should have probably bought a freaking jackhammer, which is probably what I should have bought on my trip to the outhouse. And I wouldn't be surprised if it happened, but since I'm getting greedy, because I usually only ever do one car at a time, and there has been somebody over here, and they, for all I know, they could just be watching me farm scrap. But I wouldn't be surprised if this was the run that made me regret thinking that there was nobody watching me. I mean, I obviously hope that isn't the case, but I mean, like, it would kind of just be too perfect, like, for it not to happen like that. Like, where the hell is that metal at? And I get killed looking for the metal? Whatever. Oh, crap. Oops. Yeah, that's why I don't type in the numbers. I'm idiot. Idiot. Got my 0 key hooked up to the kill bind. Which I mean, I guess if I moved that, which would probably be the smart thing to do, then I could type in numbers. What an idiot. Hey, good job, bud. Good job. I mean, I should probably do that, like... Let's bind 0. Kill. Bind 0. What, slot 0? Let's bind 9. No input. Bind 6. Slot 6. Bind 0. Slot 0. I don't even know if that's a thing. You guys make it my equals key, bind equals. I think that does something. Yeah, that's a full crafting kit thing. That like... Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, bind equals... I mean, that only works on an instant craft server, or if you happen to have all of the... I think that's a full kit craft. Which... I think I'm gonna copy and paste that before I mess with it. Just to make sure that I've got a backup of it. Derpy derpy derp, herpy derp 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 herp. Where's equals at? Yeah. Pretty sure that's just a full kit. Yeah. Copy. And save that. Bind equals kill. So now I can type my freaking numbers in and not have to worry about doing this to myself again. Idiot. And toss this, toss this. I'm thinking about switching over to slugs. And I unbound 0, right? Let me make sure. Bind 0. Yeah. Okay. Did it. Good job there, Sparkle. And I think the quarries run off of just basic low grade, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, this mixing table's gotta go. I mean, it's convenient when it's convenient, but not so much right now. Like, I mean, I'm not doing a big amount of mixing. Not right now. What am I short? I'm short 100? Thought it was 300. No, I guess I miscalculated. Idiot. Idiot. Whatever, I need 2 more cars. Just your below average sweater. Magnet crane drift. I went to the wrong house. Idiot. What is this thing? Storage monitor? Ooh. What the hell that does? $340 to make a smart switch. I mean, I could cut that in half if I BP it. Don't really need any of this other crap either. It's about to be dark too. So what was I planning on doing? I think I was planning on heading to the sulfur quarry, wherever that is. It's probably in the desert. I haven't been out there at all. The stone quarry. Sulfur is fully across the freaking map. And there's not really a good road to get there. I mean, I guess if I head south through the desert and just stay on the road through there. I mean, it's almost easier for me to just not do that. And like, it would probably be easier for me to make an ore tee and go over to the other base and go out and farm sulfur nodes out there in the snow. I mean, it's about to be dark anyway. I mean, I guess if I go out in a kit, I can switch to the night vision and keep mining. I don't have to worry so much about getting shot at night. I want to see where my power is at though, since I've had the solar panel. So that one's fully charged. That one's about charged. That one isn't charged. It's so nice that you can chain them now. I say now because I don't know if you could have done that before and I just didn't know that, but I'm pretty sure you couldn't have them charging and discharging at the same time. And I could be wrong, so like don't quote me on that. I mean, but I'm pretty sure like when they first introduced it, but like right around hardcore, the first hardcore wipe, you couldn't have it charging and discharging at the same time, which meant that you couldn't have it you couldn't chain the batteries together. It wouldn't just dump the charge from the last one to the front one until they're, yeah. So I think I'm gonna throw my nighttime kit on. Just your average sweater. Make an ore tee. My charge at on my, those are so good. Is it blue and red, or red and blue? Red and blue, red and blue. Might make two of them, and I only just want the one. No, I won't make two because you need 4 of each. I think that's ore tea. Oh no! Oh jeez, I just made wood tea. Idiot. An idiot. No! Not paying attention. Why did he give me 2 of them? Oh, because I put the ingredients for 2 of them in there. It's blue and yellow. So, damn it. I guess run around in the forest and hope that I find a blueberry. That means I have to put all this stuff back because I don't want to lose it. A freaking idiot. And I don't have a hatchet in case I kill a piggy. Sounds like a bear out there. May as well start over here looking for a berry. Look at all these nodes over here. But again, I don't want to mine them until I have the freaking... So all those nodes over there must mean that these guys aren't active. So if they're active, then they're freaking... Then there's gonna be no nodes around here. Go stealth tactical berry picking again. That's nice, there's a bunch of nodes over here too. But I kind of plan on going up into the mountains. Oh, I didn't know you could build over here. You know what, this might be the person that was derping around in the freaking, the junkyard. I mean, I wouldn't have built a base there because it's too hard to get up this hill, I'm pretty sure. Not unless you could just run right up this way. No, you can just run right up this way. No, I didn't know there was a house over here. Wonder if they're online. I hear any feet. So if I were to guess, I just have that square airlock. So if I slap 2 C4 on that wall, I mean, assuming that it's stone, yeah, that's their airlock, so their tool cabinet's probably right on that wall. Because I don't want more people around here. And that could easily turn into... I mean, that could easily turn into a freaking problem for me at the junkyard. And I think I'm 1 tech trash short of making 2 C4. I think you need 2 for each of them. Yeah. And it's funny that I just said, like, I wonder why there's no PvP, but see, the thing is, I'm not one of those people. I don't want neighbors. I don't want PvP. I PvP if I have to, like if there's a chance that I'm gonna keep my stuff, I will kill somebody, but I mean, should I make rockets? Should I even bother with the rockets? I mean, that would be 4 rockets to blow that back wall off. And I don't want somebody else out here. And I'm pretty sure all the neighbors aren't online. Where are you at, Lantern? Stop discharging my battery. I mean, I don't want that person there, and I don't want them to expand their base. And I would use C4, as much as it might seem like a waste, but I don't want to be freaking bothered by anybody in the junkyard. And there's probably a good chance that they have a ton of crap in there. Depending on... But I mean, there was that baseball cap that was on the ground. And then the server restarted, so they may have just called it a stream. They were not a stream, but they may have just called it a session. Like, but the reason that I don't want to use rockets is if I do get killed, there goes all my high quality metal for the rocket launcher. And I could easily get it back. Except, I mean, I don't want to have to. If I'm able to avoid it, like. And the time it takes to do 4 rockets compared to 2 C4s, I slap 2 C4, and slap, slap, beep, beep, boom, boom, and then like 18 or even less explosive bullets from the SAR, and that's raid over, provided I blew out the right wall. So crap, I need to get another tech trash over here. I think I do have one over in the freaking thing right now. So if I dump all this stuff in here, and then head over to the outhouse. And of course, there's a bear. It is probably gonna be bear time. Do I not have any food out here? That's a big box, that's the door. That's the small box. Crap, I don't have any food out here. I don't have a gun light on this thing. I think I've taken all the high quality. Oh, here's my food box. And by the time I get out there, it's gonna be freaking daytime. Come on, charge your health faster. Check what the server time is on the Rust Plus thing. Yeah, I only got like 2 minutes before it's daytime. So I'm probably gonna get caught out. as I try to run back to the base with this tech trash. But again, I don't want that person there. And it seems like both of the duos that are next to me are offline. Why is it not recharging my health? I mean, I'm at 100 comfort, or I was. Yeah, it's about to be daytime. Why is it not recharging my freaking health? I believe I stand right here. What the hell? Is it because I don't have enough water, I guess? Oh, there it goes. Talk about a waste and talk about overkill, right? Willing to blow a whole freaking 2C4 on a freaking 2x1. But I mean, it's not about what I'm gonna get out of it. It's just I don't want that house there. I don't want more competition where I'm at. Come on. Oh, and it's bear time outside. He's like right out there too. No, bear, no. You said bear time, yes. It's not even the same bear. Oh, so much for my stealth run with my tech trash. The freaking thing wouldn't heal me. Made me wait until daytime. And then it's bear time. Somebody probably heard the DB. Damn it. Running around like looking like a skeleton mummy. Deer skeleton demon mummy looking thing. You know that it doesn't me really any good, but as a solo, I have no choice but to go out of the base and do stuff. I mean, everyone else kinda has that too, but like, most people build their base and then just sit in it. And the people that go out roaming, I mean, obviously I'm not counting them, but I mean, there's fewer people that do that, I would say, than people that just build a base and then sit in it. Then again, I don't really have anything to base anything off of other than my own experience, so it might be inaccurate. But yeah, the freaking sulfur quarry is on a full diagonal from where my current base is, like the farthest point that you can get between bases. Road scientist time. Oh no. And I would kill the bear for fuel, but don't want to draw any attention over here. The bear might not have it though. Don't think he's chasing me. Explosives. How many explosives do I need? I need 20. Some metal frag, low grade. Gunpowder. Is that a freaking drone? Somebody flying the drone inspecting my house? Do they have that? What? No. What the hell is that? Well, if they do have that, then I didn't know that they had that, but let me look that up. Player-controlled drones. Yep. No, I didn't know they had that. That's probably the neighbors then. Damn it. And it's funny because I said, that guy's got a, what's it called? That guy's got a solar panel, let's get him. So it's more than likely that this base is gonna get raided. But, I mean, what can I do? I mean, that is only just me. So it's sulfur, and metal fragments. So gunpowder. I'm gonna need explosives for rockets anyway. So whatever I don't have. And what am I short on? Probably gunpowder. So it's what, 20 explosives worth of stuff? Which kind of makes me wonder, was somebody watching me from the time I left the outpost? It's probably the neighbors. But no, I didn't know that they had that. He's got a solar panel. Get him! And I was right. Then it's what, explosives and cloth and 2 tech trash. Ah, crap. That's only just enough explosives to make just the one. Crap. So I need gunpowder, metal. What else? Oh, sulfur. Don't know if that's going to be enough for 20. Should be. No, I didn't know that they had remote control drones that the player could drive. That's pretty cool. Not happy that I found out about it, like somebody buzzing above where my head was, but yeah. I mean, I think that would be about the only thing that would make me want to make a Chad 2x2. Would be to have enough space for a freaking, what's this called? To have enough space for, a computer station. So now what do I do? My crappy base here is probably gonna get raided pretty soon. I mean, I still have the other base, but I would lose the workbench level 3. But at least this way I use the majority of my gunpowder. Now I'm concerned about going outside because of the freaking drones. They're gonna see me. The one thing that I do hope, though, is that I hope that I'm able to raid that base over by the junkyard before they come and, like, try to bomb my house. But the thing that they don't know, by looking at it from the outside, which is intentional, is this is 12 rockets from the walls and 14 rockets from the airlock. That's just based on game mechanics. I'm not even sure what the range on drones would be. I think I would go kill that bear. Something to do. Get some usage out of this stuff before it gets freaking forcibly removed from my inventory. And then more than likely it's just somebody that's bored. So somebody running around. At least you would hope so. Blah, 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 blah. And of course they have to bounce the freaking drone off the top of where my head is. Hey, where was that bear? But if they did spend the 12 rockets, it would be 12 rockets well spent. I will say that. And then part of me would be happy to be free of, like, playing the rest of the wipe, like. But I also don't want to give up either. I mean, because I do have the other base. It's probably them. Did they get raided? I can't tell if they've gotten raided or not. No, but that's freaking cool though, the drone thing. I mean, I'm not happy that they went to my house with it or followed me with it. I think they got raided. I'm pretty sure they had more house up there. It's gonna be jump out scientist time. But no, the player controlled drones are freaking cool. Yellow berries? Freaking green berries. And it's funny how that works, but it seems like... I'm not sure how to phrase this, but it seems like... Oh, they've upgraded that to metal. So that person is active. But, you would think that you would have less chance of encountering people, or less chance of drawing attention on a server with less people on it. But the reason that that is counterintuitive is, with there being less people, if you happen to draw somebody's attention, they don't have their, you know, they don't have any other place for their attention to go, so you're just as likely to get noticed on a server with less people. Especially because people assume that, because there's less people, people are more likely to run around, like... They're less likely to sit in their base because they think nobody's out here. But that's not the part that I find, like, I don't want to say shocking, but it's just surprising how, like, there's, like, really no way to get an advantage. Like, you would think that less people would mean you're less likely to draw attention. I think that's a patrol out. No, it's a military copter. But it's like everything kind of shifts so that you're always at a disadvantage. And it's like, how does it even do that? How many C4 would it be to take this out? So there's probably crap in there. But I want to go see if the neighbors... And like, you always assume it's the freaking neighbors because who else would it be? But since I came from the outpost, I don't think that they have the drone controller computer station at the outpost. And I say I don't think because I don't know. They might. Where's that freaking wolf at? I like he's right here. But of course I had to come and bounce the freaking thing right off my head. Probably giggling to themselves the whole time that this dude is probably totally freaking out right now. And they're right. Well, I hope that these guys get raided. There's a pretty good chance that they haven't. Like, see if somebody put a stash over here. No stash around the bag. No, it does look like they got raided. And I would say that they didn't, and that they just abandoned the server and left their gates open. It seems like there's an awful lot of decay happening there. So it might not be these guys with the drone. So it could be anybody just out flying their drone around and they saw movement. And because there's less people, there's more likely that if they find somebody to follow, they're gonna follow me back to their base. It's amazing though, like as long as I've been where I'm at, I'm gone unnoticed, well minus the freaking drone that was bouncing off the top of my head. I mean, it's just more evidence of what I was saying about it really doesn't make sense to build a bigger base. Because they probably followed me back to my 2x1 and was like, that's it? Then there was this big base over here. But the amount of decay that happened in that short amount of time, and if I were right, what it looks like is somebody took out their triangle, because they have doors on their triangle, then used the triangle to build a raid base right next to their house, that's the downside of building area denial triangles. Oh no. Is that the military copter? That's a military copter. Is that high quality? Or just regular metal? You know, it was probably the neighbors with the windmills over here. It was probably them that raided these guys. I mean, but it could be anybody. I mean, like, it just happens that, like, you always have to assume it's the person is your neighbors, like. But the truth is, unless you saw it happen and you know who it is, or you know who did it, then you don't know who did it. I think that got raided too. I mean, it could just be half loaded in because of my draw distance being really low, but if you turn your settings up to, like, you know, medium or medium high, I mean, you might even be able to get away with turning it all the way up to high, but if you turn your draw distance down to as low as the draw distance will go, on a medium system, you can get stuff that looks really nice and not have to worry about it. Like, it'll still run well enough and look nice enough. Because the draw distance is the same thing in pretty much every game. As the higher the draw distance is, it like exponentially increases the amount of memory and processing power required to render that stuff, because you're increasing the sphere, or in the case of Minecraft, well, it might even be a sphere too, but you're increasing the calculations that stuff has to do all the way into the distance. And the more you increase the volume, I mean, it's like a substantial increase in calculations. The downside, and everybody parrots this term when they're wrong about it, is they say it's server load. It's just a server load. Server is slow and loading. It's like, no, it's not. The server is running everything all the time, and it's sending you the data just fine. is that your computer isn't able to load it into memory fast enough. So the alternative between having like medium to high settings and turning the draw distance low is you turn all the settings to low so everything looks like grainy and crappy. But then you can turn your draw distance up because it's still doing more calculations. It's doing calculations using lower base numbers, like, because higher resolution stuff has more pixel data. Like, again, it's like exponentially amounts more. So like people that try to fly in a minicopter and they have their settings as max as they can get them on their system and then blame the server for server loading. No, it doesn't work like that. It's like the best comparison, because most everybody who's played Minecraft, is you gotta think of the draw distance as you're rendering chunks. The more chunks that you have rendering, like, I mean, you're maxing out your memory. In addition to maxing out your memory, that's all more stuff that the CPU has to process. It's all more stuff that the GPU has to process. Like, it's just like significantly increasing the load. The freaking workload for everything. And then people that have stutter issues, like I had stutter issues until I got 32 gigs of memory. The reason that your system stutters, if you don't have enough like RAM, well, one is because you don't have enough RAM, but the reason why behind that is as soon as your computer runs out of RAM to use, it starts using the paging file, and the paging file means that your computer uses your hard disk as memory. Like, it'll take the same data that it would load into memory and instead start writing it to the disk in the paging file. And it does that so your programs don't crash and give you like an out of memory error. Is this thing rated? It may have been those guys that rated those guys. So, does that wall have holes in it? And the reason that it makes your computer lag is the read-write speed from especially an old hard drive, is so much slower than RAM. Like, even bad RAM, I mean, it's slower than bad RAM. But there's like no magical thing that's happening as far as the game is concerned. Oh, they got external tool cabinets. I would have to say this is probably a group of people. I mean, it is possible it's just one person that did it all, but I'd have to say it was a group of people. And it looks really, really cool, but still functionally it's kind of a waste of time. Like, I know I heard, yeah. I mean, it can still be rated just like anything else. And the only thing that they really do is just make a target out of themselves. And then the upkeep cost is like, I mean, even if you raid people and take all their stuff, it's more than likely that you're still gonna have to go out and mine stone nodes. Like, you're still gonna have to go out and mine stuff. But the other part of it too is I'm not trying to push an agenda. I'm not trying to... I think that's a person. No. I'm not trying to tell people what they want to hear for views. Because there are a lot of people that do that, I would assume. Like, you don't want to tell people stuff that they don't want to hear because then they won't watch your videos. But as far as like the way that stuff works on a technical level, that doesn't change. No matter how many views somebody got for telling people that's what they want to hear, like, and it just fuels a cycle of misinformation and people not understanding why their computer won't run a game, like, or why whatever settings they're trying to use is not working on their hardware. Nah, this base over here is throwing me off, like... I mean, it went up super fast. I mean, it wasn't any crazy complicated or super honeycombed base to begin with, but it went up super fast and then it got raided super fast. And not that it got raided super fast is what shocks me. What shocks me is... it decayed super fast. Like, that stuff just fell out. Like, just in the time that since I played and then ate dinner and then, you know, went to sleep and then came and logged back on, like, that stuff is just gone. So I can't help but wonder, like, did somebody stand up top and just fire rockets at it until it fell apart? But I mean, bases typically don't decay within a few hours. It usually takes somewhat longer than that, so like... I'm thinking about the drone person again. They could be anybody, anywhere. Just out flying their drone around looking for people who are active. But I'm just kind of derping around, looking for where there's nodes and looking for potential easy bases to raid. But on the bright side, I don't want to go anywhere near these bases, either because of heartbeat detectors or turrets. And because I can't see them and because I don't know, there could be either. And I know how stupid this is about to sound, but like, I kind of want to raid those guys, because I kind of feel like they were the people that bolted me in the face when I was trying to look for a car in the desert. There'd be 8 rockets to get to the tool cabinet. There'd be 4 through the door, but there's probably no probably no freaking shotgun traps facing out toward the wall on the back wall. But there's probably at least one shotgun trap in the airlock. And trying to go in through the doors means you have to then run out as many bullets as they put in the shotgun trap. Oh, but that makes me happy. Those guys got themselves raided. And again, I guess I'll, you know, just like what I'm assuming is the amount of nakeds that you ran over, check mark on the freaking my rusty car. Because on the dashboard they've got tick marks. Which I assume is people that they ran over. Because that would be funny. I forgot what I was saying. I really can't remember what I was saying. Something about tick marks. Something about the other people in their base. Oh, right. I mean, just since I've been here, laying low in my freaking Chad 2x1, you know, minus the freaking drone that followed me back to my house. The amount of big bases that I've seen go up and then get raided and go down. I mean, there was one, and then two, and then there's like 4 other smaller bases over here that fell apart. And then these guys. And there was a bunch of bases all on that side of the river. And they all got destroyed, and they were all like the larger base where like, I wonder if he's gonna shoot me. Let's see. He's trying. Take that, road scientist. That's what you get for drinking all my Mountain Dew. And then as far as I could tell, every big raid base is pretty much just a loot room with a crap load of honeycomb around it. Which again, it just seems like a big waste of space. And then if they like don't do it systematically either, they stack a bunch of crap up high, so like if you foundation them, their whole tower falls over. Like if you break out enough walls on the bottom, whole sections of their base will fall apart. Like, and again, it looks really cool, but again, it just seems like such a waste of effort. And I'm not like trying to hurt anybody's feelings, you know, I'm not trying to be like that, but like, just like the objective of assessment part of it, like. Piggy.